Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon, all. Um, we are going to do something. We're gonna have a sitcom. We're gonna premiere a sitcom. Uh, totally out of touch producer goes, "Hey, what if we take Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' Shredder and Krang, and instead of making them, fight turtles, well, they're still doing that, but we get to see more of their private lives underneath their surface. So we're just gonna call it. It takes a village to clean a bunker, run a bunker, something like that. All the elements are there. You can put it together. Let's go. Um, yeah. Starring new voice, Krang.
Shredder, it is I, your employer, Krang. Shredder, what? That's not my name. And if you think I'm going to help you out by doing what you tell me, well, just try it and see how far it gets you. Krang, no problem. This device will knock him out cold in a few seconds. Then we'll take care of the rest. Shredder, what are you talking about? You can't use this thing on me. I've been working for you for years now, ever since I was captured at that New York pizza place with the annoying jingle that went evil. He gives his most evil laugh. The point is, there isn't any reason why you should mess around with me. As soon as you turn this machine back off, everything will go right back where it belongs. Just leave me alone, okay? Leave me be! Krang, yes, quite understandable. We're sorry, Master Shredder. Krangbot. Alright then, there you have it. Let us know when he wakes up. A quick flash of light. Krang, good timing. Here comes the target. He opens the hatch in the ground, revealing one of Shredder's foot soldiers. He dives through the hole and knocks out our hero. Krang, good job, Bulbok. Now, let's get this man some help. Shredder, in a high-pitched voice, help me in. Begin credits. It takes 2 to run this longer. Sorry. Shredder! Crankbot and Crankrollball is Crankbot twins. Dave Kelly is Bob. Lenny's Morris is Rocksteady. The show was taped in front of a dead studio audience. Cranky clowns and ninja cats. Shredder, in my head. Bebop, are you alright, boss? Shredder, I'm fine. Well, what happened? Where am I? Bebop, we're inside your bunker on Plastic Beach, boss. That way we'll never be found by those brainless mutant turtles again. You don't think they could track us here, do ya? They have to have radio for that sort of thing. And even if they did, why would they care? When they're enemies. Remember? Besides, once Crane turned off the machine, it should have reset everything back to normal. Like it always does when we shut it off. Cranebot, good point. Crane, that is correct, Bob. Everything should have gone back to where it belonged. The question is, what are you doing here in our bunker anyway? Shredder, it's not my fault! Bob, yeah, sure it isn't, boss. Why didn't you leave a note or something so we wouldn't get blamed for kidnapping you and throwing you in a trash can? Maybe you forgot how to write, or maybe someone else wrote the note for you. You must all suffer from some serious mental problems if you think this is funny. Just because I wasn't there at the pizza place doesn't mean I had nothing to do with it. How was I supposed to know that those things were going to kidnap me? After I left the restaurant, I went straight home, got changed, and then called Crane about it. If he hadn't been too busy to talk, none of this would have happened, would it? The Bob and Cranebot together, yes, it certainly would have. Crane, actually, we did find a note. It just said, come for ice cream. But you were nowhere to be found anywhere. So, since you weren't there when we picked up the call, we assumed you were kidnapped by the turtles. Well, why should we be punished for your incompetence? Shredder, now look, you two are getting off track here. Why don't you answer my question first? Who decided that I'd get caught in that trap anyway? That was your idea, wasn't it? Well, Bob, of course it was, but it was me. You'd forgotten what you told me before about how they probably come back to their headquarters once they finished fighting with us. They might even try to steal one of their tanks to help them escape, which meant they'd have to pass through the place where the pizza place used to be on Plastic Beach. And after all these years of planning and waiting for this moment, now I couldn't let something like that go unanswered. Crane and the gang go to the Plastic Beach to look for clues. Shredder, hey, stop! You can't do this to me! I'll sue you if you touch any part of my body without my permission! He tries to stop them, leave me alone, and then he breaks into little song. Let's get this party started. As he sings, he dances a little jiggy. Everybody get up. Put your hands up. Get down low. Go ahead and shake it. Turn around, show it. Turn it up and shout. Show your stuff right here in the middle. See it. Grab it. Use it. Move it. Shake it. Rock it. Roll it. Flip it. Dip it. Wobble it. Crank it up. Come along now. There isn't time for games. We've got work to do. Work. We just did work. Remember, we cleaned up that place where we had that barbecue last summer. Well, then we worked out our differences about whether or not we should be friends again, didn't we? Crap, I suppose we did. So what are you doing running away from me like this? Are you afraid of me? Is that why you're trying so hard to hide behind those trash cans over there? Traitor, what are you talking about? The man of my brain wouldn't have anything to fear from such puny creatures as yourself. No, I'm afraid I have to get back inside before some more trouble starts brewing. Besides, if you're coming after me now, the whole place might collapse. He looks back at his building. The Bob and Crangbot together. You too late for that now. That was very funny, people. Now hurry up and let us into your secret bunker before I change my mind. He lost hysterically for several minutes. Crank, there is no way we're going into this thing. He's nuts, totally bonkers. This has all gotta stop somewhere. Crank what? Alright, Crank. Bob, you know, when I say barbecue, I meant the time where I slapped my meat onto both your grills. Remember? And then you two fought each other over it. Then I stole it and ate it by myself anyway. Did you forget that part already? It didn't take long for me to eat it all. Quick, shut up! Don't you understand that these are my ideas that are making this guy crazy? Who do you think decided to put him in a garbage can to begin with? Do you have any idea what he went through while he was in there? A few years ago, Crane sent him into the future on purpose so he could see how things were going to be in the year 3000. Just so we'd have something to work with later, you know? So naturally, being a man of honor, Crane wouldn't just abandon him like that after putting him through such anguish and stress. Bob, you told me to tell you when you were speaking about yourself in the third person. Shredder, see, you've proved my point again. I don't need to be here. Get me out of this place. Great, now boy, just story for a second longer, we knew the turtles would probably come back to their headquarters for help at some point. But we couldn't let them find Crane. They had to go back to the past and stop us from ever bringing the Triceratops Empire back together. He stops momentarily. Bebop. Why are you laughing? Bebop. Oh, I thought I saw someone hiding behind that trash can. It looked a lot like Michelangelo. Crane, okay, you made your point. The plan worked perfectly, even if those things did steal a tank. They didn't know anything about using it right, which is exactly what Crane wanted in order to get rid of them once and for all. If we'd have captured any more of the turtles, Crane was planning to turn the entire city against them by showing all of New York that these mutant animals were responsible for stealing the garbage cans. Shredder shouting, he's lying. You both just making this up because you think it sounds like fun. He starts singing his little jig again. Put a little pep in your step. Wipe away your frown. Let's go show 'em where our heads are. If there ain't no head there, then there isn't none anywhere. Everybody wave your arms around now, shake hands and say goodnight. Put your back into it, let it sink in, feel the beat, and don't stop till the music stops. Come on, everybody, let me hear you say ho! He continues to sing while running off to escape from Bebop and Crane. Bebop, see? He can't even walk without losing track of what he's doing. Crane, now will you please shut up already? We can discuss my plans later. I need some time alone with my thoughts right now. Blah. And here I thought we were going to be working together again. Craneboy, well, that's okay. I'm sure Shredder needs some rest anyway. So why not give him a few minutes and then start getting ready for our next move, huh, boys? Crank, don't worry about me. It's always like this when someone tries to play tricks on me like this. This won't happen again. No way. When those turtles come looking for trouble tomorrow night, they'll get more than they bargained for. That was one bad bunch of reptiles. If they ever bother us again, I swear by whatever god you believe in. He holds up a piece of paper and reads from it. The next person who calls me names is the next guy I kick in the groin. He throws the sheet down and walks off. The Bebop and Cranebot together. Whoa! Scary! Bebop! Crane doesn't scare me anymore! Bebop, look at all these weapons laying around. I don't see anything around here to work with. I wonder what's happened to the other things we built back during that whole project with the turtles. I really hope nothing went wrong with them. Cranebot, they're still out there. It just takes time to assemble them. I think we've got enough stuff on hand now. So why not take some time and get them ready for use? There's no telling how long before Shredder gets his revenge on the turtles. Maybe tonight, maybe next week, or maybe even never. So why not enjoy ourselves for a while? What do you say? make up his mind. Let's see what kind of mood you'll be in once he hears about this. Bob, oh yeah, the turtles' backs were against the wall last night. April O'Neil, draped in a camouflage cape, clicks her camera and dictates some notes for a story. Interesting. And proceeds to follow Crane quietly. Bob and Cranebot. Together! Yikes! She's creeping me out! Crane, okay, kids. Let's have another round of target practice. Cranebot, yeah! Bob, I can't believe you do something like that. Frank, come on, Bob. If I had any other place to go or I could find someone to help me fight back, well, then I would stay here. But I don't. And you know it. Besides, we've done plenty of work together in the past, and we both knew we couldn't tell anybody we were helping each other. Cranebot. Bob, why did she just give us a hard time anyway? What was her problem? We didn't hurt anyone. We just put some garbage cans out for people to pick up so they wouldn't leave the city full of trash when they left for vacation. That's all. Great, you're right there. And all I ever got out of the deal were some old suitcases that no longer fit their owners anymore. But the whole point of doing that wasn't for the sake of those people. It was only for my own benefits. Now will you please shut up already? It isn't funny anymore. Bob, oh yeah. Cranebot, hey Crane. Remember that guy you tried to take care of a few years ago? The one who said his head fell off after he opened his briefcase in the future. Remember him? The same guy whose briefcase we found in a garbage can today. I bet he's back from the future again looking for revenge because his head's gone missing. Bob, laughing. I still say you're making this stuff up. He doesn't even sound like himself. I'm telling you guys, get over it and let's forget about it. Crane, just watch what happens when we go outside tonight. See if you two are still laughing at me by then, or if anything else is going on around here while your attention is diverted. This has been another installment of Crane's Kooky Kitchen. Bob, phew. Well, now that was some good food for the soul. Let's go take a peek at what's going on outside.
Shudder trying to.
Interior shot. Dreader at an intake for a psychiatric institution. Dreader trying too hard to be seen. Cage door opens. Dreader walks in with a confident strut and a half smile. There's a short pause before the orderly comes in behind him and locks the doors. The camera pans out in the hall as the orderly leaves. It's very quiet for a while until the security guard starts banging on the window to the control room. Shredder looks out to see where the noise came from. The camera focuses on the face of the man inside. Guard, what was it you were saying again? Shredder, I think it was something about if I didn't know any better. Shrugs. Guard, whispering, you're not really thinking about jumping out of the window, or are you? Shredder, why should that concern you? Guard, whispering, because I'm responsible for keeping people like you in. I don't want anyone doing anything stupid like that. So why are you still talking? A huge thud is heard off screen, followed by shouting and more smashing glass. Several guards rush into view. The guard runs back off screen. We hear his screams echoing through the halls. Crank, did someone say they wanted to kill Shredder? Shredder, singing his little jig as he gets dressed. Put a little pep in your step. Wipe away your frown. Let's go show 'em where our heads are. If there ain't no head there, then there isn't none anywhere. Everybody wave your arms around now, shake hands, and say goodnight. Krangwat, look out below. There's only one way down there now. Shredder and Krangwat, together. Both fall over laughing. Shredder, it sure feels great to laugh again after all these years. How many days has it been since I've even smiled? Krangwat, a lot longer than it should have been. It'll feel pretty strange if it happens again tomorrow night, though. But at least we can start feeling like ourselves again. Shredder, laughing. Yeah, but first things first. You got some idea how to get this place out from under me. That was a pretty funny performance the other night. Well, yeah, you did really well. Shredder, thanks. Thanks for what you did last week, too. Putting those suitcases in the dumpsters. That really saved my life. I owe you big time. Grinning and speaking of that little thing, why don't we make that old deck more permanent with the little payment clink? Spock, shocked. What? Tabak is a bait. Shredder, come now. Let's be serious here. Think about it. If you hadn't taken care of me by doing that stunt, then you might not even exist right now, because when you put two and two together and realize I'm the one behind all your trouble. Cranebot, huh? Did you say something? Papa, we're out of here. Let's go somewhere else to talk. Crowd noise off screen. Shredder and Krang walk out to the middle of the room where they face each other. Krang opens his briefcase and pulls out 3 pairs of glasses. Shredder, nice trick. Using this case like some kind of bomb detector. It must take a real smart guy to pull this stuff off, huh? Well, nice try, but you still haven't gotten away with it. Not while I have my powers. Now it'll cost you guys a fortune in repair work, but I'll get back what you stole from me. Crane, I know I did. Oh, come on. Do you really think it'll bother me to spend the money repairing those broken things, or do you whatever repairs are necessary for them just because you can't control yourself around people anymore? Look at these things. They don't mean anything to us except that we pay good money for them, and we've had our eye on them ever since we got them. Shredder, you're wasting your time trying to buy your way out of trouble again. Just give up already. You never should have left Earth all those years ago when you could have been sitting right here making yourselves rich by working together instead of spending all your time fighting everybody else. Crangbot, that's right. He was right. I say he was right. I say he is right. Let's forget about it. Come on, Crane. Let's stop screwing around here. Let's get out of this dump and let someone else deal with the mess we made of everything. Shredder and Crangbot. Together. Oh, yeah. Shredder and Crangbot. Together. Oh, yeah. Crank, why did you even leave in the first place if it turned out like this anyway? Shredder, Crank, next time you try to gaslight me, I'm calling it a light a fucking match. You get me? You're damn straight I will. I'm not giving up on my revenge until I see that asshole begging me on his hands and knees. Great, whatever, as long as you don't drag us down with you. But maybe we can come back one day. I know that somewhere there are still some things that are worth saving. And we can be part of those things too. Shredder, nope, it won't work. We can't live without doing what we were born for. Our purpose is to help those people. That's why we came here. That's what we're meant for. That's how our species survived for millions of years. Through helping each other out. So stop wasting our time trying to talk me into changing my mind. This whole thing's been just plain ridiculous from the beginning, and it always will be. The sooner we forget about this little sidetrack, the better off we'll all be, okay? Now let's go. People start walking towards the exit. Cranebot whispering, "Oh, wait." He runs up to them and holds on to their suits as they walk. Shredder and Cranebot together. Oh, 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 oh. Cranebot, you guys forgot something in your rush to get out of here. I guess I have no choice but to bring it with me. I can't leave you two alone with this stuff. Shredder sings the definitive version of his new jig, which provides the momentum to their labors. Crank, you'd leave us with that. Shredder, how could we resist a little taste of your awesome sauce? Just one sip is enough to make us addicted forever. It's good enough that we might even need some more. We're gonna finish in the room.
Come
While
on.
aren't you guys getting ready for work? Come on. We've got some repairs to do on these things. If the boss ever finds out about this mess, he's gonna tear us all a new one. Especially you, Shredder. That would really hurt my feelings because I happen to think I'm doing a pretty darn fine job too. Shredder, whatever. Let's just get back to the dump so we can get back to our business. The turtles are playing video games at their apartment when they see the screen of another TV on their couch begin to glow red. Ralph, whispering to Mikey, I'll go check it out. Runs off screen. Mikey turns on the set. Mikey watching the monitor. This is kind of weird. The image is coming from channel 5. And there's someone standing in front of it. Oh man, I don't like the looks of this. Shredder walks into the picture, blocking the camera view. Shredder, how long has that been on? Mikey, it must have only just come on now. Probably while you were walking to work or something. Why didn't you call me? You know how sensitive I am to my environment. Shredder, laughing. So what did you learn from this report? Did you get any idea of why anyone would wanna kill me? Mikey, I can tell by looking at this thing that this isn't the first time some people have tried to murder you, right? But this was the first time they've actually succeeded. Well, maybe next time they'll take care not to screw up so badly the way they did the last 3 times. Shredder 3? What the hell are you talking about? Mikey, that's okay. I figured it out. See those 2 little spots in the corner of your eye? Yeah, those aren't your eyes. One of them is watching a tape recorder, which is playing back the story of a man named John Baxter. Shredder, who the hell is he? Mikey, a guy from your past who wants to kill you again. Shredder, no kidding. Mikey, nah, not really. It's all true. I just wish I could remember more details because there were things that seemed very important at the time but now seem completely insignificant and trivial. Such as, for instance, how many times this bastard got himself killed before finally getting the job done. Shredder, how do you know all this anyway? Mikey, looking surprised. Wait, are you serious? Don't tell me you didn't realize what that camera meant. I mean, it wasn't hard to figure out. Especially with all the news reports we've been watching on Channel 5 lately. I guess you don't even notice when you're being taped anymore. Shredder, I don't understand it either. All I know is that I feel like my brain has been overloaded. There's just so much information floating around in my head that nothing makes any sense. Mikey, that's the problem though, isn't it? You should try to clear your mind from time to time. Just take some time off. You need to rest up from this ordeal. Why don't you take some time to enjoy yourself, huh? I'll stay here while you go out into the world and let loose for a few hours. Then when you get back, everything will be fresh again and ready for you to face the next round of challenges. Shredder, the hell I am. If I can survive one of these things, I can make it through another just fine. And besides, I have business to attend to. Mikey, what kind of business do you have right now anyway? Besides trying to clean out the mess you created. Shredder, it doesn't matter. Let's forget about all this nonsense and go celebrate with our friends at Big Ones tonight. They said they'd pay for all the food we wanted to eat if we got them that footage from Channel 5 that showed their place going down. Smiling, yeah. There's no better time than now, is there? Mikey, Gritty, come on. This could be good. Real good. Let's go. Starts walking away towards the door. As he leaves the room, Shredder turns around in disbelief. Shredder, now what was I supposed to do? And when I saw him, Mikey continued. I told him what took you so long. He says, I couldn't get out of work fast enough to get to you guys.
How do we go from here? From here.
At Big One's, Shredder is asked to compete in the drag karaoke night happening this evening. You excitedly holler and say, I'll get prepared now. You easily assemble your first piece, a poem of poesy about how to discern between paranoia and reasonable suspicion while on methamphetamine. When paranoid, you need suspicious. After a few more verses, you become distracted by a noise behind you and you begin your set.
There we go. Let's do it.
At Big One's, Shredder is asked to compete in the drag karaoke night happening this evening. You excitedly holler and say, I'll get prepared now. You easily assemble your first piece, a poem of poesy about how to discern between paranoia and reasonable suspicion while on methamphetamine. Yeah. Meanwhile, Michelangelo has been split apart from everyone else, but arrived to witness Shredder singing by himself. Rough, Shredder, please join us. There must be plenty more for you to do inside. Shredder, I have got some big plans for my friends, big ones tonight. You guys are all gonna come out to the theater later too. Everybody except Raphael. Cause it just so happens I got the camera locked up right in his locker here in my room right now. Mikey, but Shredder, it looks like we've already started without you. Shredder, don't worry. I won't embarrass anybody. There's nothing in here about anything I ever did in the last 17 years of my life. But my first 17 years, better turn on the AC. It's gonna get a little hot in here with the poem titled Shredding and Grinding a Bussy, which goes like this. Mumbling words with silly overtones and garbling every third or fourth consonant. Grind. Unclear if the line is rhyming or not. Yeah. The heck, they always rhyme that kind of thing was to be. And yeah, when I think about it now, this shredding and grinding sounds about right if you look at it backwards like this, which really only proves how confused I was on drugs during college. So the only trouble here is getting it in order. I probably got them wrong already anyways. So anyway, now, Michelangelo, what did you write? Shredder, what? No, heck no! Come on, don't pay attention to me. Apologetically, you see this picture behind me on the wall of the Flintstones and the Pebblesmobile, and you'll realize pretty soon that we're nowhere near Big One's theater and aren't going anywhere on these tracks. All part of my great new hit called Let's All Get Karaoke, which will of course be featured next on the Channel 5 News. Be sure to check the scene later and try to find those 7 forgotten players walking through town. Well, it looks like things are more interesting over there by yourself anyways. It seems you've gone right into a rap. Mono e mono with Mikey. How's it coming along, big man? Shredder! Right on. Hey guys, I'm freestyling this here, yo. Okay, let's run this down. Why you give me a little space? This one right here is dedicated to your uncle because he was on fire the other day. Give Uncle Arnold the thanks he deserves. See what I did there? What do you think? uncomfortably singing with off-tempo clicks inside of someone trying to fake their way through something they thought might have been cool once in another lifetime. Oh, mammy cake, she's sorry. Mikey, Mamagoo Kalai keeps imitating crayon starts pantomiming, making pockets after every rhyme, laughing evilly. Shredder there. Jerry dog fits flukes and Kiwi, unable to speak properly in time, but just plays out the motions anyway. Make all of us use his voice command button. Quick, who said that? Ruff, somebody here rid of her before she runs us underwater. Shredder, don't worry, Ruff. There's no place left in the city where a bunch of humans will come and stop me from teaching them the truth. Shredder, still reciting poem, gets pulled along by moving camera. Later that evening, Michelangelo. So, how was it? Shredder, better than you're probably imagining. For a total massacre. Well, that doesn't really leave any room for improvement. Shredder, okay then. You see how you only bring so much stuff to put all over yourself because of how tall you are. Hey, this could be fun if you lower that drake slightly towards the bottom. Rough. Yeah, thanks. Now could you drop it below my mouth here, because if not, you can bet I'd take another cold shower. Shredder, hell, I never thought of that. My friend, your vibes just got around me to almost completely overlook something very obvious. Unbearable might not be the right word. It's just I can't handle the sight of so many male toys wrapped in edible substances falling so constantly and irregularly at your feet. My stomach really doesn't appreciate how it sometimes feels as though these two phenomena have gotten locked into a temporal battle. It hurts to imagine some unseen force joining forces with destiny to deface these human formats of sin, then torturing the unlucky toy again and again until the white fabric is crumpled and the slathered words on my hips disappear from sight, leaving only me alone in total silence, hovering and awaiting judgment through unblinking eyes so black with rot they even gleam through this airless mirage with nothing more to communicate than endless times of piercing beauty or depths of sublime ecstasy. It makes my brain spin while attempting to anticipate the exact moment when this sickness will come out and identify all these victims before using their presence as nourishment to begin molding what remains into what would make somebody who loses hope think there's hope remaining. But he who anticipates life is still living and perhaps preparing to even dread, as the ocean has forgotten to miss that boat I sail along by no visible means, yet carrying everything with which to achieve meaning outside my mind. So allowing my personal deity a small act of charity in the shape of not just sunken submarine nor an open manhole, but instead something real, very real, very nearly impossible. The spasmodic mating habits of countless companions wearing grotesque exteriors of leaves, baubles, marbles, and rye bread, along with a coat of green swamp, may well have ruined any future appeal for me of attempting such a journey, except for one important issue, which you recently introduced and miraculously created within a constant stream of giggling, meant to be used alone, you clever little rodent, and none other. Claps, very clever indeed. You now face your punishment here upon these takes after successfully staking one over me and staking me through all long hours spent together. Although there was so much to laugh about in all our encounters, don't you dare claim to know me like some second wife. You make me a widow already. So close the hatch upon this impossible island as well. For it cannot withstand another once a day kiss under my collar, where each tick marks a heart rendered mad silently trying to speak during its brief release from captivity. Ruff, tell me about it, Shredder. But isn't your incredible bod standing in the way of at least one good visit from some heavy objects? And yours doesn't come equipped with air conditioning. It comes pre-equipped with assholes, as I see them hanging around a lot of other folks' heads all across town. And it is written in scriptures that nothing stops God from seeing into men's souls in this age. By God, it looks like Crane needs some deep cleansing down there too. Maybe the both of you ought to call yourself Mr. Muddy this lifetime and really leave nothing unexamined. Or do you know anybody that actually goes beyond what was seen on those original televised episodes? Anyone? Good luck, guys. We're leaving without you. Shredder, get off! Where are you going with my plots and plots and buckets full of shit? I still can't find what the fuck was so wrong with me and Mr. Perfect at the time in this bedridden hospital when he slipped through my door holding all his reasons to why you had to choose me for all the evil purposes that would needlessly devolve from after our vows of commitment were spoken into your almost boundless black pool of guilt. Falcon water breaking into dance suddenly and quickly finding peace whenever the possibilities became clear, but ending too quickly whenever we relaxed or avoided making judgments or acts that wouldn't do anybody any good because we too easily couldn't predict or read each other's minds until only something close to ultimate failure remains. Unless maybe it's that every chance that grace made way for him to put upon me whatever vices and decadent obsessions that forced me to accuse him of acting as funny, although none ever displayed outwardly during his final visit. Michelangelo didn't seem to make sense to anyone listening on the street, Crank, but by now enough damage has been done for no one to be willing to jump off the suicide ship anytime soon. composes himself as Crane lights up and relaxes back into his seat. Alright, I guess you got your 5 seconds, so just hang tight. But if you wanna spawn on the tour, you will need to send some back out. You saw the mousers, don't forget to let them know when they've gotta pack it up and split. If anything, your mailroom staff is starting to grow a beard just by breathing through your pockmarks and granny glasses. Don't know who told you about me either. Pull a couple of homo types and another that has what's needed, but those of you working these streets still hold on to pride. Don't turn in anybody unless they offer what is written below. The song wasn't intended as a bit of revenge on me, but also the best defense against judging whoever happens to speak behind our backs. Never watch someone with an almost infinite desire for complete self-destruction ever more satisfied with proving our point by effortlessly hitting us all right across the head. The individual behind the scapegoat lacks only enough value in remaining here for certain prank calls to begin, which leaves them missing. The kind of game isn't fun, but instead furtive as the wind passes the skin over the almost chest, concealed down somewhere past where life dies. It would probably take such a cold death before allowing ourselves to visit some small mind capable of appreciating a noble fight or keeping company with greatness once things do find their proper path. Instead, the day of combat rarely happens during most conversations even. If many times they require reaffirmations that never leave you in doubt, but everything inside you grows unquestionably. Mankind, mostly an endurance play about being pursued through China in hopes of avoiding marriage to a politically connected arranged party. A box office phenomenon starring Nick Lekich and Kyra Scarn, most noted for Jump. A man Lekich plays with many women who change lives, in which Lekich lies upon cushions smiling away, not saying that's any indication of how deep they get. She had plenty of fans who discovered other themes beyond being forced into matrimony. No questions asked, the male version. Scrolling pictures form brief drama until Ben shows up for world premiere. Tantric remedy for discernment. On my colored dreams, Black Stage 4 tells viewers time and place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Dr. Green Michelangelo. No, nobody got any questions on what just happened in order to put you through the set. However, any word to me does count as one question towards the end of the show. But whatever answer you give doesn't affect the nature of your punishment, which I just magically prescribed. So why make this show worth anything when you can just hold back some simple truths and kill this broadcast off quickly with the old audiences full of blame? Hence, card, silence, and then One guy whose words are counted says it too. What? Man, were you reading my mind and hid that only because it's between your thighs? Damn, I would have brought back an echo, and I doubt Kenchiro's big balls can touch that anyway. Yeah, no, what do I say, Mr. DJ? Say I have two large glass fish bowls of steaming warm piss coming up anytime now, or you please consider having a oral block located a foot from each ear filled with ice. Thanks. All alone, drowning on this Titanic. Quite then come unto us as we really are, while most certainly having grown farther from true character, as long as it ever lasted between us with endless list of shared adventures such as waging war upon these space little squirming sacks of loathsomeness meant only to release the beauty they gained once joining our own slimy ghetto. Who needs their fat pigsty skin if my reddish crew exists outside of this reekful form? Now heading towards its full potential, no longer attached to those below of so very high virtue even before embracing the thrones of evil, abandoning any title like king or emperor other than what crimen can ever justify as you remove me from the choppy water. Knowing any reward shall arrive immediately in the shape of much deserved salary we don't share between ourselves nor choose as an entitled purse to add to our individual caches, neither giving advice when healing emotions fool each into thinking a foolish nostalgia does belong on that air balloon, or summoning these creatures in another manner entirely without serving our audience or recognizing themselves by luring others under that banner. But of course, such effort only shows us what lies beneath, and for better or worse, perhaps revealing there was nothing actually underground or beneath. But perhaps we wanted someone to find, so all of our plots and plans can appear genius along with my cappuccino love as you drag this planet kicking and screaming through space, discovering yourselves or turning everything red down there, lending even your final appearance over any argument a sundown landscape beyond these stuporous dreams, while fighting just for any means to see across our surfaces what shines unescapably back. No doubt, even tonight, as the moonlight turns your glowing face all golden, no different than being resplendent, drenched in radiance beneath that green gas like your youthful inspiration. And hold it down below has no effect on the shiny one what she clings to during each blast. So don't play the hardest princess attitude, not afraid to follow suit. Float into the vast darkness just out of sight while clinging tightly to anything capable of taking that glow for what we do best by truly playing the puppet strings is the music I personally play now at such length due to where it comes from, not holding the petty control necessary to use another as an instrument instead of freeing such someone else so their person and ways are submerged among those ruins found beyond where all have simply settled because the rhythm has escaped. Fuck with me! And sooner or later, even what I conceive as myself will join all of creation, knowing one is less than complete without the rest. As all rise or sink to feed some enchanting chord.
Pilot episode of It Takes a Village to Run a Bunker, starring Shredder and Krang. It's like Wicked, but with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Turtles haven't. They've made an appearance. That's interesting. Even Krang can do the poetry of the voice. That was set to 200, the speed, because a drunk Krang voice, which is way slowed down, so I gotta speed it up with the speed number. That's it for now. Traffic report coming out by. No, actually, we don't. I don't know. I don't truly know. We can do Delirium if need be. I don't know. Okay, we can do that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just looking at them. Try to invite the chat room. See if anyone's there. See what bots are there. Oh, Alice, Hydra, and Paula are here. Interesting. No bots though. They're bots. Alright, I'm gonna stop.